Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. We are from Group 11. We'll be presenting about deforestation and habitat loss. I'm Fatika Bahya, E25A 3966.
I'm Renita Humana Listen, E25A 3899.
Arina Edi Natasha binti Muhammad Safaruddin, E25 A4002.
I'm Marinda Whitney Claire Padilis, E25A 3948.
Arina Nusara binti Kasim, E25 A3973. I'm Putri Elena Kemulia, E25 A3931.
Thank you.
Deforestation and habitat loss have a serious impact on both environment and human societies. This is because of the removal of forest weakens ecosystems such as climate regulation, water purification, and soil protection. As habitat are destroyed and fragmented, many plant and animal species face declining population, which in turn reduces biodiversity and make ecosystem less to the future, like climate change. This change can also harm local communities because of forests for food and medicine and income, especially in rural and indigenous areas.
The cause of the problem for deforestation have two reasons. Firstly is urbanization and expansion of city. Urbanization and urban expansion cause forest destruction, which affect the environment and animal. Forests are cut down to build rapidly developing cities. When forest destruction becomes widespread, a country will decrease in producing product based on natural results such as the production of kasih Fatimah, tongkat ali and other herbs. Another reason cause of the deforestation is increased net for resources. The increases net for forest resources have resulted in excessive deforestation to obtain wood-based product due to high demand in the industry. The deforestation carried out is aimed at meeting various products on the market such as paper production, furniture and virgin material. The timber industry is growing so much that forests are losing more trees, and this can also cause the depletion of the ozone layer in the atmosphere. Next, the cause of the problem for habitat loss have a two reasons. The firstly of open forest burning. Open and agricultural forest burning cause animal and plant to lose their habitat. When burning cannot be controlled, animal and plants that are hard to find will become extinct. Animal will come out of the forest to find a place to live, which can disturb the peace of the people. In addition, the production of natural plants such as tongkat ali in medicine will decrease. Another reason cause of the problem for habitat loss is agriculture. Many animals have lost their habitat to agriculture, which has been practiced in ancient time when settlers converted forest and grassland to agricultural land. For example, there is now increasing pressure to redevelop conservation land for high value food and biofuel crop, destroying natural animal habitat.
I will continue with impacts of deforestation and habitat loss. In this section, I will explain three major impacts, which are first, the effects on ecosystem, second, the impacts on wildlife species, and third, how human communities are affected. First of all, I will explain about the effects on ecosystem. Firstly, it will reduce overall biodiversity. When forests are destroyed, many plants and animals lose their homes. This causes some species to die out or move away. As a result, the forest has fewer living organisms and loses its natural richness. Second, disrupt ecological balance. Forests help control natural cycles like water flow, nutrient recycling, and temperature. Without trees, this ecosystem become unstable. The area may get too dry, rivers may change flow direction, and the soil becomes less healthy. So the whole environment becomes unbalanced. 3. Increases soil erosion. Tree roots help hold the soil in place. So when forests are cleared, soil becomes loose and can easily be washed away by rain. And last, weakens ecosystem services. Forests do many invisible jobs for us, like storing carbon and cleaning the air. When forests disappear, more carbon goes into the atmosphere. This contributes to stronger greenhouse effects and more global warming. Secondly, the effects of deforestation on species. First of all, loss of habitat. Animals will lose their homes when forests are cleared. They no longer have food, shelter, or space to reproduce. This makes it difficult for many species to survive. Second, species extinction. Some species live only in one specific area. We call them endemic species. When the forest disappears, these species have nowhere else to go. Over time, this can cause them to completely disappear from the planet. 3. Human-wildlife conflict. When animals can survive in forests, they move closer to human areas searching for food and safety. This leads to conflicts. For example, while animals entering farms or villages or damaging crops. Fourth, reduce genetic diversity. With fewer individuals left, the species becomes weaker genetically. This means they are less able to fight disease or adapt to climate change. In the long run, the whole species becomes more fragile. Lastly, the effects of deforestation on human communities. First, indigenous and rural communities lose resources. Many indigenous and rural groups rely on forests for daily needs such as food, natural medicine, clean water, and materials for building. When forests are gone, their traditional way of life become harder or even impossible. Second, higher risks of natural disaster. Trees help hold soil and absorb rainwater. Without forests, water flows quickly down slopes and causes flash flood. Third, livelihoods are affected. Many people depend on forests to survive, such as farmers, fishermen, forest gatherers, and ecotourism workers. When forests disappear, their sources of income are reduced or even lost. And last, water supply becomes unstable. Forests act like natural water filters and storage systems. They absorb rainwater, release clean water into rivers, and keep streams flowing. When forests are destroyed, water becomes dirtier, scarce, or unpredictable.
Paris Agreement 2050 is an international climate agreement that aims to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions in order to limit global warming. It was adopted under the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change (UNFCCC), and countless countries worldwide to compare in combating climate change through mitigation, adoption, and sustainable development efforts. The National Policy of Biological Diversity 2016 to 2025 is a Malaysian national policy aimed at conserving and protecting the country's biological diversity. This policy focuses on the conservation of ecosystem, wildlife species and genetic resources to ensure their sustainability use for present and future generations. In addition, it emphasizes the integration of biodiversity conservation into national development planning, the enhancement of public awareness, and the strengthening of research and cooperation among government agencies, the private sector, and local communication to ensure long-term environmental sustainability.
Next is I will be talking about proposed solution for deforestation and habitat loss. First and foremost, choose sustainable food. By eating less meat or looking for more sustainably sourced options for products like cattle, palm oil, and soy.
This can make a difference every time you plan a meal or grocery shop. Not only can eating less meat curb deforestation, but decreasing cattle production can also lower methane emissions into the atmosphere, which are more potent greenhouse gases than carbon dioxide. Next proposed solution is support public policies surrounding sustainable future. The push of sustainability goes beyond individuals and private businesses, such as Government of Gabon have laws and policies regarding sustainability and deforestation as well, such as Payment for Ecosystem Services (PES). Some governments will offer financial incentive to landowners who restore degraded land and support sustainability efforts. Last but not least, proposed solution for deforestation and habitat loss, biodiversity conservation. Identifying the habitats facing threats and eliminating these threats in order to maintain the natural area. This also comes in the form of leaving wildlife undisturbed, especially nesting and dining areas and wildlife habitat, limiting and modifying agricultural activities. This can be done by conserving water in wetlands and reducing irrigation, and by managing livestock grazing through maintaining good quality range conditions and leaving areas ungrazed. That's all from me. Thank you. That's the end of our topic, deforestation and habitat loss. Thank you.